Welcome back from the Academic Success Center at Doane University. Today we dive a little deeper into the massive topic of time management and what that means for the rigors of a college workload. In a lot of ways, time management is the Michael Jordan of life skills, or the Tom Brady, or the Reg Mellor, the world record holder for ferret legging, of course. Look it up. Anyway, time management is a quintessential skill to develop during college. You'll have to juggle your academics, relationships, maybe athletics or clubs, a job or internship. That's a lot of pressure and responsibility, and not everything gets solved by writing some items in a planner, though that'll help. Time management is a skill that follows you for the rest of your life, so it's important you experiment and hone that skill as early as you can. Alright, let's get to it.
Your first task is careful planning. You should be managing your time at multiple levels, on a sort of micro-macro stage. At the macro is what we call a term schedule. These are your bigger items like sporting events, major deadlines, and other important dates. At the micro level is a weekly schedule. A weekly schedule should be more detailed and organized, and ideally more goal-oriented. You don't have to record your term schedule and weekly schedule in the same device or planner. Maybe you decide to write the bigger items on a monthly calendar, but keep your weekly schedule in a planner or mobile app. The key is to experiment with what works best for you, but above all, make sure you write it down. Second, make sure you prioritize and start recording your schedule ahead of time, at least as much as you can. Writer and time management guru Laura Vanderkam has said that we don't build the lives we want by saving time. We build the lives we want, and then time saves itself. If your education is important and the work you produce for your classes, then put those items in your planner or calendar first, like study times, due dates, and homework assignments. Identify what's important to you and prioritize it in your planner. Ideally, you should follow the 2-to-1 ratio for study time. For every hour in class, allocate 2 hours outside of it for studying. So, for a 3-credit-hour course, you should block off 6 hours to study, which could include anything from looking over notes, reorganizing notes, making flashcards, or having a partner quiz you. The point is to spend that time working with the material, and not just doing the homework. But don't forget to allocate time for yourself. Use your planner to set personal goals or to set aside time for hobbies and other interests. Even putting something as small as lunch with friends can help keep you accountable to the things that are important to you. Your planner should represent the full you, a holistic you, not just the student part. Every semester I see motivated and focused students start using a planner, only to falter a month or two later. Often, the culprit is they are only putting in homework, which, let's face it, isn't all that fun sometimes. Make sure you record the small pleasures in your day. Make sure that whoever views your planner sees the whole you, not just a fragment. If you do that, you will feel more motivated to continue using the planner as time goes on.
Next, some strategies. Try to create a routine and understand your patterns. Besides being important for self-discipline and focus, routines help you organize your day. A routine is a kind of subconscious checklist you go through each day, a pattern of specific activities that allows you to maintain control of your life. These activities can be small, like eating breakfast or getting to class 5 minutes early. Notice and take note of these patterns. The important thing is, like everything, you should allocate time to them because they are important in how you manage your day. The second strategy is to try spaced practice, more commonly referred to as the Pomodoro technique. Say you've blocked out an hour and a half to study a specific concept for a class. Instead of studying straight through, spaced practice creates intervals of time to work. First, set a timer. Start by studying for 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute break. Resume for 25 minutes more and take another 5-minute break. After the third interval of 25 minutes, then take a longer break, 15 to 30 minutes. The goal is to reduce interruptions to flow and focus, otherwise known as being in the zone.
And last, relatedly, is avoid those marathon cram sessions. Naturally, if you've implemented the steps I've discussed thus far, it'll never come to this. But of course, that nefarious study companion might rear its head once in a while. So I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't do it. It doesn't work.
And?
What? You want to know more? Oh, well, the brain works as a kind of muscle, and like muscles, the brain gets tired and needs rest. After so long, the brain stops being able to memorize the content and studying becomes just a waste of time. So let me say if you plan on staying up late to study for the next 4 hours for that test you have tomorrow, you'll probably be sorely disappointed in the results. In fact, it'll probably work to your detriment because you've lost sleep, which will tumble into your ability to focus and concentrate when you're taking the test. And that's time management in 4 minutes.
You're over.
Close enough. Everyone's a critic. All right, thank you for listening.